Hello, this is the second topic for coordinate geometry, and it is the midpoint of a line segment. So I want us to go to this drawing, and I want to just go back to what we have already done. We have already learned how to calculate the length between two coordinates, okay? So the distance from A to B, we have already learned. Now today's topic is to find the midpoint. Midpoint means, people, it is in the middle, okay? So the distance from A to M and from M to B is going to be the same. If we then look at the change from x1 to x2, so it is from here to there, then the midpoint, people, lies halfway, okay? And halfway means we divide by 2. All right, now before we go and look at the formula, I want to explain to you a very easy principle. All right, midpoint, people, means we are going to divide by 2. Important, because that is halfway. But midpoint also means we need to find the average between the two coordinates that are given. Okay? And then to go back to what you know on average, I want to explain that very simple. Let's say we've got two learners who have written a test. The first learner got 5 out of 10, the second learner got 3 out of 10. Okay, so one learner gets 5, the other one gets 3. How do I calculate the average for these two learners? Now that is background knowledge, you should know that. We are going to simply add 5 plus 3, divide by 2. So which is 8 divided by 2, which gives me an answer of 4. Okay, so importantly, to calculate averages, we take the total and we divide that by the number of. Okay, so in this case, we have the total of 5 and 3, and we divide that by the number of, which is 2 learners. Okay, so when we go back to the midpoint of a line segment, people, then we're going to take the average of x1 and x2, all right? So how do you calculate that? You simply add x1 plus x2, right? And then you divide it by 2. That's for the average, okay? And then for the y coordinate, we're going to take the y1 value, we add the y2 value, y1 plus y2, and we divide that by 2. So remember, your answer of the midpoint will give you an x coordinate and a y coordinate. And that's why this is a comma, okay? And this total gives you the x, and this total gives you the y. Okay, so when we look at the first example, there are 2 points given. One is negative 2, 4, all right? And please take note, in some of the textbooks there is a mistake. The second point is given as 5, negative 3. So step 1 again, as I told you, people, write down your two coordinates and label them x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, now my formula for x, all right, is to take the sum of the two x values, so that's negative 2 plus 5, and I divide that by 5, and if I calculate that, I get 3 halves, right? And then the calculation for my y coordinate is y1, which is 4, plus y1, 2, which is negative 3. So 4 plus negative 3 divide by 2, which gives me 1 half. So the coordinates of my midpoint are 3 halves and 1 half. This is really simple. I hope you can remember. I want to go back. Firstly, write down your coordinates and label them. Then secondly, write down your formula, which is the averages of x and y. Then substitute your values, and step 4 is to calculate. Okay, that's really simple and easy.